Now, as I promised, I'm joined in the studio by a couple of guests. We're joined by filmmaker Max and also the Magic Ball Man. So there's a lot to talk about, so let's talk to Max first. So, Max, how are you doing today?
Not too bad, that's not too bad.
Good. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no problem.
So let's start. You are a filmmaker by hobby, but you're also studying at the University of York.
Yeah, that's right. I'm studying chemistry at a master degree. So
what did you study as an undergraduate? Just
the same chemistry as well.
Oh, yeah. Right. So how come you went from chemistry to sort of media and filming? Is that sort of quite creative, or?
Yeah, well, I suppose I've been doing like photography for the last 3 years, and I've recently discovered that you could actually film now video with HD DSLR with the camera. So I started like filming 6 months ago and keep filming, until now, and that's where we are now,
What equipment are you using?
Just a Canon, a 7D for the people who know what it is. Just a normal camera, It's brilliant. Like the quality of the footage is amazing,
So anybody can really do this. You don't need these big cameras or the big equipment or computers. Anybody can do this.
Yeah. Actually, they've even shot like a couple of movies recently with the 70. I think Black Swan, the film. Have you seen it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So they've shot I think a couple of scenes in the train with the 70. So it's pretty impressive,
Sounds very impressive piece of kit. So how long have you been doing it then? Now going in filming and then being creative, really. How long have you been doing it? Has it always been brewing in your mind? And it's just when you took it to actually start doing it properly?
It's kind of the what happened actually, because I've always had like different ideas and things. I'm playing music as well, so it's like every time I was playing music, it's kind of I can see the footage in my mind and everything. So now I've got the ability to film, and then I can mix basically everything together. So it's perfect, yeah.
Do you prefer music videos or like films, or do you want to sort of do all of it one day?
I don't know about film. Film, I think it's really complex. It involves like a lot of people, lots of different skills. What I like with music video, I'd say it's basically you can not do it yourself on your own, but kind of, I've shot a music video like 2 months ago with the band Echo Town from Leeds, and he eventually ended up pretty well. So then that was brilliant, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. And if people want to check out this stuff, what website can they go to?
They can check out for MaxDreamCreator on Google, on YouTube as well, and they'll find me definitely. Yeah, MaxDreamCreator.
Thanks very much, Max. We'll touch you soon in a second. And we're also joined in the studio by the Magic Ball Man, professional contact juggler, the Magic Ball Man. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm very good, cheers, yeah.
Good. It's a nice day, isn't it?
It's lovely, yes, as always.
As your kids. So first of all, how long have you been a professional sort of contact juggler? Is that the right term, or?
Yeah, contact juggler, yeah. It's been about 3 years now doing it professionally, yeah.
How did it all start? Was it just a spur of the moment thing, or?
I used to always juggle and unicycle, club juggle, all sorts of different silly things to try and do. And saw somebody in Barcelona, must be about 4.5 years ago.
All right.
With one of these balls, never seen it before, was amazed by it. And I got one and started to try and do it.
Practice,
yeah.
I know. I've seen you in the middle of town when I've walked through. It's just you're not far from the Minster around the cafe. Is it Cafe Rouge area?
Yeah, just outside. Yeah, down Petergate. Yeah.
So if anybody ever passes, they can say hi.
Yeah, don't wave at me. I'm not waving back.
Because you do it quite a lot in York. I bet you've met some really nice people. Are there any memories or standout people that you can remember?
Unfortunately, the bad moments are the bad bits you remember best. I mean, you get obviously lots of compliments, but yeah, I mean, generally it's a good crowd. But you meet all sorts of walks of life when you're stood in the street all day. I
mean, you've performed on the streets of York and around Europe.
Yeah.
Where's the best place you've been, do you think?
The best place for contact, well, probably York is probably the best place to get the audiences so far. I mean, I've done it a little bit in Spain, but you always have trouble with street entertaining. It's getting licenses, finding out the rules and regulations from every authority you go to. So at least it's nice and easy in York, and I know I can do it legally.
Have you had any band receptions elsewhere, or is it across the country? Or
people generally enjoy it, but what I do, it's non-verbal. I've only just started performing to music. Before it was completely silent.
Oh, right.
So it's one of those things, if you don't like it, it's quite easy to ignore. If you do like it, you can stand and watch it.
Fair advice. Now finally, if you weren't a professional contact juggler, what else would you have been? Anything in the world.
I've tried most things. Oh God, I'll get back to him.
All right.
Probably musician and failed musician.
Okay. Well, you never know. And if people wanted to get in contact with you, or is there a website that people can do that on?
I've just got Facebook at the moment.
So
Magic
Facebook.
Ball Man on Facebook.
Magic Ball Man on Facebook. Fantastic. Right. We'll be talking to Max and the Magic Ball Man after this by Kasabian and talking about their most recent project. See what's going on there. Then. Right. It is 18 minutes past 1. Thanks, guys. First, but what's this recent project that you two have done then?
Well, actually, we met with Steve about a video that we shot a couple of months ago. That was actually mid-December. We wanted to shoot a video about Christmas, showing like all the joy in York during Christmas. So that's actually where we met, and so that was basically the latest project we had actually.
So how did you two actually meet to start with? Did you just walking past him in York? Or?
I was doing the street entertaining and he comes running around me with a camera.
Like, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Running underneath me, he's filming all sorts of angles. I thought,
did you not ask first?
No, they never asked.
Yeah, he was really amazed. Like, what are those guys doing? Really, you know, we were like with big gears, big cameras and things, and he was like, "Yeah, take my business card, you know, go on my Facebook and everything." So yeah.
So you've released this new video, which I've got up here, which I'll play. If you could sort of just guide us through it, or just mention why it sort of came about.
Well, basically, like, he came back to me on YouTube on my channel saying like, well, I've seen what you're doing, like, I'd like to see like basically what you shot last day, what it was looking like, and yeah, eventually like I answered and we arranged a meeting to say like, I've got an idea. I mean, we could go to Scotland and film like amazing footage with really nice landscape and things, and he eventually came up like just...
Well, yeah, I used to live in Keswick in
Cumbria, right.
So I knew all these locations really well.
That's perfect, isn't it?
If you want mountains and lakes and
there are some
that scenery, it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful scenery there. It's just like desert is just like so wide open spaces. I mean,
and I really wanted to film it at the Stone Circle, especially because it's a beautiful place.
It just looks fantastic. And some of the shots that you managed to get out with the camera, and like, it must have taken a long time to not only record but to edit as well.
Yeah. Well, it took me about 8.5 hours just on the editing part. Then another 2 hours for the color grading, which is just trying to get as much colors as you can and the best you do. And another 2 hours for the sounds effects, you know, so just trying to make the balls looking like they're flying, moving and everything. So
that's my job.
How many times did you drop the ball at all?
I never dropped the ball.
Was it perfect?
He's lying.
Oh dear, you'll have to show me sometime. See how it is. Oh dear. Have you ever dropped one of them, even when practicing?
Yeah, of course I have.
Do they crack, or are they quite heavy?
They're quite strong, but they make terrible marks, chips in them.
Oh, okay.
So they don't look good for performing anymore. So if you do drop one, it can ruin it.
Max, have you ever tried? You wanted to ask? Give me a gun.
Yeah.
He's just tried next door. He's realised.
Yeah, exactly. Just a few minutes ago, I didn't really try that, and like when we were shooting because we were really busy. But like it's so bloody hard. Like just get it on your hands, and try not to drop it. Just incredibly hard. Just even trying to get the 3 balls in your hand and trying to move them around
by themselves.
Yeah,
he's holding them in his hand. It doesn't go around by itself.
Yeah. It does really look like it's doing this thing on itself, but it just does not.
No.
Yeah.
It's all.
I'm gonna have to go sometime, but I wouldn't want to break it. That's the problem. Well, it's just like, oh no.
Give him some balls.
I brought some plastic ones along.
Let me hold it. Let's see. See, look at it. They look like they're attached to each other. If anybody's ever seen them in York, that's gonna hold one.
Look at them.
They feel like, it's like you'd think they're just normal juggling balls, but it's like I'm not trained to do this.
This is the one I usually perform with on the street.
Oh wow! That is beautiful.
Don't drop that one.
No, no. That is. It's like you see. If anybody ever gets a chance to go to York and see the Magic Ball Man, I mean, it's just weird because you normally see people either just juggling or they're doing standard things, but I've never seen that before. At the end of the day, it is just a glass ball, but it's just how you do it. That's how it. It's just look at it. You can just see that it's spinning, and it's.
It's just trying to make. It's called isolation.
Oh my gosh! Wow, it's going up the wall.
So it's.
Yeah, that's amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, so guys, once again, thanks very much for coming in. If they want to find out more about you, you can go facebook.com/themagicballman.
Yes.
That's right. And your website, Max?
Yeah, they can go just Google MaxDreamCreator or even on YouTube, and they definitely find my work. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
well, thank you very much for coming in.
No, thank you.
And have a good day.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers, bye.
World Sports. Get the latest results
Cool.
and sport
Excellent.
podcasts.
Thank you very much, guys.
Listen online
Nice to
now
you.
via the